Hello, welcome back again. It's been 5 years since I've done a 007 Gold video. I can't believe it myself. And there's lots of reasons for that, most of them bad, so we're not going into that now. Anyway, what I thought I'd do to get back into it is make a video of the 10 Bond films that I watch the most. Now, these aren't to say that they're the ones that I think are the absolute best, and you might say, well, why would you watch those 10 the most and if you don't think they're the best? Well, it's a bit like 2001: A Space Odyssey. I love the film. It's absolutely fantastic. One of my all-time favourites. But you have to be in the right frame of mind. You can't just pop it on in the background, and not follow it properly. It's not that type of movie. So these ones are the ones that I put on the most, and I can be getting on with something else while enjoying them. So I'm sure your list will be totally different. I've no doubt about that. Everybody's different. With Bond films, they all have different favourites, and ones they like and ones they don't like, and such. So anyway, here we are. We'll run it now. It's just all it is basically the 10 Bond films that I enjoy to watch the most. Cheers. Okay, so number 10 is The Living Daylights, which I thought was great because I really did not enjoy View to a Kill at all. I thought Roger was too old, he played the role a little bit too long, and the film just lacked any excitement for me, whereas this one had a lot more excitement, I thought. Dalton did a lot of his own stunts. It had a great cast, absolutely tremendous. I liked the spy intrigue stuff, which harked back to the more Fleming style of story, with all the Spearnem things, Death to Spies. And I thought Dalton was really good for his first film. It's very enjoyable, a good portrayal of Bond, a lot of excitement. There's not really much not to like about this film. There's some of the aerial stunts where they're hanging out the back of the Hercules are just absolutely fantastic. So yeah, love this one. It's worthy to be in the list, but it comes in at number 10. Number 9 is Skyfall. A much more serious film, a very serious movie, Skyfall. There's not a great deal of laughs in it. There is some humour, but not a lot. It's a standalone kind of Bond film. I guess it's different to the other 4 in Craig's run, because it really does stand alone. It doesn't have anything to do with Vesper, Quantum, Spectre or anybody else. Just the villain who's Silver, who is out on revenge, and he's played fantastically by Javier Bardem. Judi Dench is absolutely brilliant in this film too. There's a lot of good action scenes. Quite a lot of it though is slightly slower moving than some of the other Bond films, but the acting performances make up for that. They're absolutely great. Everybody plays a sterling job, and it's the introduction of Q and Moneypenny to Daniel Craig's tenure. They all do really well. The locations are fantastic, absolutely amazing. The cinematography is some of the best in any of the Bond films. It's just a great movie all told. Absolutely brilliant. Number 8. A far sillier type of film, but great fun all the same. It's Moonraker. And for all it's a daft Bond film, it's one of the more crazy ones. It's just great fun, and it's got a lot of nostalgia because, living in the UK, Moonraker would tend to be the Bond film that was always on at Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, bank holidays. It's just a good family movie. It drifts along, it makes you happy. It's silly in parts. Jaws is a silly character and could never survive the things he goes through. He's obviously carried on from The Spy Who Loved Me movie. But the music's absolutely tremendous. It's an excellent soundtrack by John Barry. I really enjoy that. And I think for what it is, the actors all do their part very, very well. Roger's as good as he always is. Lewis Childs is brilliant as Dr. Holly Goodhead. It's from a time where everything had to have something to do with space, riding on the back of Star Wars. Because with that being such a smash hit, everybody wanted in on the act. But, for what it is, it's good fun. It's good family entertainment, and I really enjoy it. Number 7. Spectre. Now, a lot of people ding this movie and don't like this for various reasons. Personally, I think it's a great film. It's Daniel Craig being more like the Bond from the earlier Bond films. He's not so much concerned, worried, or upset about what's going on in his life. He's just being Bond on a mission. And I think it's great. It's to hear about Spectre coming back again. I was really excited because I was born in '65, so I've got a great love of the '60s and Bond films in particular, especially involving Blofeld and Spectre. A lot of people aren't too keen on the story, the reason why Blofeld's in it. I won't give too much away if you haven't seen it, but there is a link between Bond and Blofeld, and a lot of people didn't like that idea. Personally, it doesn't bother me. I think it's such a good film anyway that I can get away with that, to be honest. I can leave it be. It's the other parts of it. The action's fantastic, and Daniel's great as always. It's just a really, really good movie. And yeah, it deserves to be in this list. Number 6 is Tomorrow Never Dies. Again, another movie that gets dinged a lot by people thinking it's a bit vanilla or something and not too exciting, but I honestly think it's fantastic all the way through. Pierce seems a lot more confident as Bond than he did in GoldenEye with this one. He'd certainly worked out a lot more and beefed up a bit. And he just plays the role with a lot more confidence than he did in GoldenEye. And I think it's an absolute blast. It has a massive amount of action. David Arnold's soundtrack is absolutely tremendous. A lot of the Bond theme included in that soundtrack, which everybody enjoys hearing. The other actors and actresses are all great in it. Terry Hatcher, Michelle Yeoh, who's fantastic because she's a brilliant martial artist and a good actress too. So I really enjoy it, and for all it's not a favourite amongst a lot of Bond fans, I think it's worthy to be in the top 10. It's certainly in the top 10 of the ones that I watch, as I say. And yeah, there's so much to like about it. I really don't understand why it gets such a bad press, but that's the way it is with these things, and everybody has their own opinion, I imagine. And yeah, it's just one of those things. Right, number 5. On Her Majesty's Secret Service. George Lazenby, once thought of as the Bond that wasn't as good as Connery, is now quite well respected, and this film certainly is an all-time favourite now of the majority of the people who really like Bond films. It's a great movie from start to finish. It's very close to the Fleming book, and I think Lazenby does a great performance, particularly since he hadn't started much. He was basically, as everyone knows, on TV commercials and a model. So he does quite well. Diana Rigg's fantastic, absolutely brilliant. She is in everything she stars in. And the music is one of John Barry's all-time best soundtracks. It's just so much to like about this film. The sets are tremendous too, and the locations, brilliant. I'm not too keen on Telly Savalas's Blofeld. I don't like the American accent much. It doesn't seem right for Blofeld, but the majority of the film, it's a 9 out of 10 for me. Thoroughly enjoyed it, really well acted, great soundtrack, so much to like. It's really, really good. Number 4, which is For Your Eyes Only with Roger Moore. An excellent film, really good. Not quite as silly as some of Roger's Bond movies. It does have a few light-hearted moments and such, but on the whole it's quite a serious affair and really enjoyable film. It's got fantastic locations, especially in Cortina. I really like the part set in Cortina. Yeah, it's there's not so much gadgetry in this. You don't see lots of gadgets. There are odd touches, I suppose, that come into it, like the exploding Lotus and stuff like that. But on the whole, it's a pretty straightforward crime story, and very well played out. I think everybody acts it really well. There's a lot of people who aren't too keen on the soundtrack to this one because it's by Bill Conti and it's quite disco-ish. That's the only thing I can say about it, really. But it has a great pre-title sequence. There's a lot to like about it. A lot of the action's absolutely top class. Yeah, we're up to number 3, which is again Roger Moore, this time The Spy Who Loved Me, which is just an absolute blockbuster from start to finish. This movie was such a breath of fresh air because I really did not like The Man with the Golden Gun. I just didn't like that movie at all, and to be honest, I still don't. But when this came out, and I saw this in the cinema in '77, as a boy of 12 years old, I was absolutely blown away. I thought it was fantastic. It's obviously world famous for the Lotus and the introduction of Jaws, which, to be fair, yes, is a bit of a silly character, and the film does get daft at times. But on the whole, it's such an enjoyable romp. It really is so much fun. It's action-packed from start to finish. I think Marvin Hamlish does a brilliant job with the soundtrack. It's different to a lot, but it's really, really good. And there's not too much not to like about The Spy Who Loved Me. It's such a well-made movie, and it was such an improvement on The Man with the Golden Gun. Everything about it was bigger, better. The locations were so much nicer. It's just a great movie, and I thoroughly enjoy it every time. Number two, The World Is Not Enough is my favourite Pierce Brosnan film. I think he's on absolute top form on this one. I think he's really relaxed into the role, and I also think it's, personally, it's joint with Skyfall for Judi Dench's performance. I think she's fantastic as Em in this one. I think she's really great. The villains are good. Robert Carlyle's good. It's good to see Robbie Coltrane back again from when he was a character in Goldeneye. And basically Sophie Marceau as Electra King is my favourite Bond girl of all of the Bond films. I always thought it was an absolutely fantastic part and a really great actress too. And the Q-boat is my favourite pre-title sequence from all of the Bond films. I think it's just amazing, the Q-boat down the Thames. So yes, it's absolutely brilliant. I can watch this film over and over and over again and I never get sick of it. It's just so good. It's there's nothing I don't like about it at all. Absolutely nothing. And that brings us to number 1. My all-time favourite James Bond movie, and probably always will be, is Thunderball. I saw it as a kid. I was born in '65. And this was the second Bond film I saw. The first one was Diamonds Are Forever. I was just absolutely amazed with the whole thing. I'd always loved stuff filmed underwater, and it was the time where Jacques Cousteau was on TV a lot and everybody loved watching his shows. And I think Sean Connery in this was just on his best form. I think it's his best portrayal of Bond. Emilio Largo, played by Adolfo Celli, I think he's great. I really enjoy him as a villain as well, and the girls are fantastic. The characters of Domino and Fiona Volpe are just absolutely tremendous. Yeah, it's just a great film from start to finish. Some people say it's a little slow on the underwater scenes. I disagree. I think the whole thing's fantastic. Cinematically, it's just beautiful. The actual locations and the cinematography are fantastic, and for that reason and many others, to be honest, it's always been my favourite Bond movie. So that's my number 1. It's Thunderball. Thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you watch some more of my stuff soon. Cheers.